Over time, we began then integrating these two approaches in our work, and that integration eventually became the foundation of the methodology we now call Systems Informed Foresight. We began by looking more closely at two fields that are often used separately, but that can actually complement each other very well. The first is systems thinking. As I said, it helps us understand how a system functions today, how different actors interact, and how certain patterns emerge. And the second one is the foresight. Foresight focuses on how the forces shaping a system may evolve over time. It helps us identify early signals of change, examine structural shift, and explore plausible future scenarios. So what we began to realize through our work is that these two perspectives naturally belong together. Systems thinking helps us understand the current dynamics of a system, while foresight helps us explore those dynamics and how they might change in the future. And when you combine the two, you can test your strategies against different possible features before committing to a particular course of action. This integration is what we call Systems Informed Foresight. It literally brings together systems understanding and future exploration, helping organizations design strategies that are grounded in present realities while remaining responsive to emerging changes. At its core, SIF is built on a simple idea. If organizations want to act effectively in complex environment, they need two things: a clear understanding of the system they operate in, and an appreciation of how that system may evolve in the future. SIF brings these two perspectives together in a single approach to decision making. It starts by framing the problem and understanding the structure and dynamics of the system. From there, it explores how that system might evolve under different conditions. In practice, what that means is identifying leverage points within a system and using them to explore how different drivers of change might reshape the system over time and how interventions may perform across alternative futures. So in a sense, SIF connects systems insight, future exploration, and practical action. Although the methodological logic remains the same, SIF can be applied across many different domains where complex systems shape outcomes. I mentioned the social programs. I gave a lot of examples in health systems. SIF can also be applied in market systems to understand how firms, regulators, infrastructure, and financial actors interact within industry systems. It can also be applied in value chains to examine how value flows through production, logistics, and distribution networks. It can also be applied in industry ecosystems to analyze how industries evolve through interactions among firms, institutions, technology, and policy. SIF can also be applied in policy environment to explore how governance structures and regulatory dynamics influence systems outcome, and also in innovation ecosystems to understand how entrepreneurs, research institutions, investors, and policy environment interact to enable innovation. So what I'm trying to say is across these domains, SIF support research, facilitation, strategy, processes, and systems level learning. Why this is relevant for research and practice collaboration. This brings me to why conversations like this one with CRM are so important. Earlier, when I spoke about the adaptation phase, I mentioned how important it is to strengthen the connection between research and practice. In many fields, we still see a gap between these two worlds. Academic research often generates valuable insight about how systems function. Practitioners, on the other hand, gain deeper experience from working with those systems and trying to implement real interventions. But these perspectives do not always connect effectively. Research can remain quite theoretical, while practice often struggles to turn experience into structured learning that others can build on. So approaches like Systems Informed Foresight can help bridge this gap. They create structured processes where research insight practitioner experience and collective reflection can come together. In practice, this means creating spaces where academics, policymakers, and practitioners can look at systems dynamic together, explore features, and design responses informed by both analysis and experience. This kind of collaboration is especially important in areas like health systems or climate policies, where challenges are complex and evolve, or they also involve many actors and institutions. So in a way, navigating that complexity requires both analytical insight and practical implementation. And it's often when these two perspectives come together that meaningful systems change becomes possible.